I wanted to explain this system that my client in the past 6 months has doubled his client list. And I'm going to go over just this like 4-step framework we used to essentially find out winners, double down, and then pull his entire setup apart that got him to this state. So, like a lot of you, at a starting point where there's a lot going on in your life, you're serving clients, either you're working out of a gym or you're working purely online. And especially for you who are just purely online, like content has to be your thing because that's where all your traffic's coming from. If you haven't cracked doing well online, then how are you going to get online clients? And this was basically the case here where, my guy had 1,000 things going on in his life and he just got certified. He had a bunch of clients already, but we needed to get the ball rolling on what content looked like from an engagement perspective, but then also a conversion perspective as well. So, I had the goal of 13 clients in 12 months, started 4, and eventually, we're here now where he's got 8 clients, and this is a little screenshot of his like lead responses. I'm not good at math on the spot, but that lead to conversion rate is ridiculous already. So let's start off with where he was. We were starting with a blank slate. There was nothing to do on what he was currently working on. He already mentioned no real traction, no leads whatsoever. So we started this first point where, as I want to stress, you can do this yourself. Sit down, spend some time figuring out what are you currently doing with your marketing or what are you not doing? Because a lot of you I speak to and you say your content's not working, you're not getting leads. And then I ask the question of what are you currently doing right now to fix that? And the answer is usually nothing, or it's a free guide in your bio that no one even knows about. And that's where we start from ground zero. So when I say a full audit on your marketing and social media, look at your profile as if you were your perfect client. Better yet, find out what your perfect client is. Because then you got to treat your profile in this social media audit and say, all right, does it speak to them? Am I answering the problem they want to solve? And then have I shown proof I can do that? Because once you do that, it's very easy to figure out, all right, what are other people in my niche doing? What content's working for them? And how can I turn that into my own voice and my own message? Because once you have your message and your positioning right on why you're better than the next coach, how you've been in their shoes or helped people in their shoes, it becomes really easy to find what content works and then just reformatting that into your own language. As mentioned, restructure the bio. Make sure your highlights are very simple and speak to results, your offer, and how to start. And then your business link and bio might need a bit of a fix as well. A lot of you just run type forms, but things like Beacons AI, I love, is something that can give you full traction on how many people are viewing it, how many people are clicking it. So then once you've audited, you go into this foundation build where we build out a content system. So for you, this would be looking at, all right, what are the hooks being used in my niche, or what are hooks being used that work from an engagement perspective? You can easily do this up yourself. I'm sure you all save videos for reference and think, all right, I want to recreate something like this. So when you have your messaging and you have your positioning, you're able to say what you want to talk about on screen, what's the hook, and what's the purpose of it. So education, for example, as the reel, what you want the details to be about, and then using a reference Instagram video for what worked. Was there B-roll? Was there a hook at the start? Was there an overlay showing a bit of proof to give context to the video? And then also making sure you hit stories and engagement. These 2 pieces are huge to making sure you can expand your organic nurture sequence so that when you do have new followers, you're moving them with stories into engagement. So asking questions, what are they struggling with, showing a bit of results as well. This is where we then move into, are we moving the followers to clients? If no, we go back to the system, refine it, and keep researching and testing. And then if yes, execution and growth. And that's where we're refining to get results like this, where, 8 clients in just 6 months, which is absolutely insane already. And then that's where we want to fuel the fire. So mind you, this was all organic. Everything we did, I'm a paid ads person, and this was all organic. So the fact that we could do this and it's proven, that's why we pour fuel on the fire and we get results like these with follower ads. I won't go too much in detail here. This is basically just getting him in front of people with a few dollars a day and then expanding his results. Hopefully that makes sense, and good luck on your journey.